guys, welcome back to my channel. So it's been a while since I've done one of these videos, so this could potentially be a long one. So I just want to talk about some of the covers that have been revealed recently because we're in the time of the year where they're starting to go through and release the covers for like late winter, early spring of next year. And let me tell you, there are some gorgeous ones coming out. Like, I can't handle it. So I'm just gonna jump right into them. They are in no particular order. Some are sequels, some are brand new books, some are new books from authors that we know. I don't really have any rhyme or reason to the order that I'm going through these, nor do I have any sort of like synopsis for any of these. For the sake of time, I'm not going to get too much into detail except for fangirling over the beauty that is these covers. So the first cover is possibly my favorite cover that I have seen revealed in like forever, and that is for The Song of the Dead by Sarah Glenn Marsh. This is the sequel to Reign of the Fallen, and Sarah Glenn Marsh is like one of my favorite authors. I feel like she holds a special place in my heart because I think her first book was the very first book that I received for review. And I just love her as a person. She's just so sweet. I've met her, she's adorable. And this cover, I just can't handle it. It is so beautiful. I love it. I love that it matches the first one. This is only a duology, so this is gonna be it for the series. The bird, the like beautiful like bejeweled steampunk gear, I can't handle it. It's gorgeous. The next book that I want to talk about is one that I've talked about before, and it is probably going to be my most anticipated book of all of next year, and it's coming out in January, but that is For Slayer by Kiersten White. I know I talked about this in a somewhat recent video, but Kiersten White is coming out with a book that is based off of Buffy. So we all know that this is possibly my most anticipated release. It's following like the last Slayer ever. Buffy is like in the story, like it's not too far in the future, so she's still present in this world. I'm so excited for it. Next book I want to talk about is the sequel to Of Fire and Stars by Audrey Coldhurst, which I read this year and I loved, and that is Of Ice and Shadows. I love that they kept the same like design where it kind of looks like paperwork. I love it. It's blue. It's so pretty. I'm so excited for this book. The next book is also a sequel to a book that came out this year, and that is The Queen's Resistance by Becca Ross. And this is the sequel to The Queen's Rising. Again, I love that these covers are matching. I love that it has the same gorgeous like filigree design around it. I love it. I'm excited. I like the sepia tones that are going on in this. It goes nice with like the blue tone of the first book. Very excited for this. Then I want to talk about Undying, and this is by Amy Kaufman and Megan Spooner. This is a sequel to Unearthed. I feel like I like this cover better than the first one. It's very like kind of dystopian sci-fi-ish, but like it holds a punch. I'm a fan of this cover. The next book that I am so excited about is the sequel to A Conspiracy of Stars by Olivia A. Cole. I didn't love the first cover of the series, but the series is like so appealing to me. This cover, I think it's up there with Song of the Dead. I think I just really like the very pale blue with something in the center. This cover, I love it. I feel like it portrays the series really well because the series is very focused on kind of like biology and science and study of animals on a foreign planet. And I think that like the skull with the horns, oh, it just looks so good. I love this. I love this so much. I love this so much more than the first one. Just look at it. It's beautiful. Then we're taking a twist to some contemporary. We have a new cover for Casey West, and I feel like she kind of has like her cover game locked down. Like they all are starting to follow a trend. But this is for Fame, Fate, and The First Kiss. I don't love her covers. I think her earlier ones didn't really represent the story too well, but now I feel like they're kind of like generic contemporary fluff, which is kind of what she writes, so it's kind of fitting. It looks like it's gonna be a cute summery read, so that's kind of what you're gonna get from her. The next cover is a very big title that's coming out next year, and that is A Very Large Expanse of Sea by Tahereh Mafi. So I don't know how I feel about this. I like this cover because I feel like it kind of has a very symbolic impact. Like I like the double font going on and it's just like rainbow lettering, but I kind of had high hopes for the cover of this. This kind of looks like it's branching more into like adult fiction where it's just the words. I don't know. I like how simple it is, but I was kind of hoping to see some big epic cover because her other covers are pretty breathtaking, and I feel like this one doesn't quite live up to it. The next book is a new debut book, and it is looking mighty fine, and that is We Hunt the Flame, and this is by Hafsa Faizal. I just butchered that name. I apologize. Just look at the lettering that is on this cover. It's just so majestic and regal. I'm so excited. Clearly this is going to be a fantasy, and I believe it's going to have Middle Eastern influence. Beautiful. It is beautiful. We have a new book coming from Evelyn Skye, who wrote the Crowns game duology, and that is called Circle of Shadows, and just look at this cover. Ooh, I like it. I like it a lot. I like the direction that YA fantasy seems to be going, that it's not super realistic looking people on the covers. Like, we're not seeing faces on covers anymore. We're not seeing like girls in dresses on covers anymore. I like this direction because it kind of portrays a story. It looks ominous. It looks badass. I'm excited for this cover. We also got the cover reveal of King of Fools by Amanda Foody. This is a sequel to Ace of Shades. I'm so happy that they match. I like that it's going from red to blue and has like the dice on it. I feel like it portrays the series pretty well with the like gambling Vegas vibes that we have going on. I like this one. We have another fantasy debut that just has a stunning cover that just got revealed, and that is called The Tiger at Midnight, and this is by Svati Tirdala, I want to say. I don't know how to say that too well, but just look at it. Oh my god, it is so breathtaking. This kind of reminds me of like Aladdin with the sand particles. It looks so good. Like, just look at it. It's beautiful. We also have the kind of sequel, I guess, the next in the series by Karen McManus, who wrote One of Us is Lying. It's called Two Can Keep a Secret, and I like that they go together. I like that it still has the scratchy red font going across it and the Polaroids. I think she's got a really solid cover going on because there's nothing else that really looks like this in the YA world, and she writes kind of like YA thrillers, and I feel like this kind of embodies that. I just like the look of it. Ooh, the next one is beautiful. It is for The Blood Spell by CJ Redwine. I haven't read any of this series, but I always pick them up because the covers are just to die for. Like the first one with the black apple on it, oh, I love it, and I like that they're keeping the same pattern going with this pumpkin. I can't handle this cover. I don't know what it is about it. It just looks like a glass pumpkin with the light blue tendril and the red lettering. Oh my god, I love it. I think I'm gonna buy this book literally just to like display it on my shelf because it is so gorgeous. The next cover is for Empress of All Seasons by Emiko Jean. Now, I received the arc of this and the arc was quite boring. It did not have any sort of finished cover whatsoever. It was just like purple with like yellow lettering on it. So this is the cover. I have not read it yet, but I'm kind of let down by this because I feel like it's gonna be a really badass story, and I feel like this cover is very feminine, and that might be kind of what the book is portraying. I can't judge it yet because I haven't read it yet, but I just feel like it looks very flowery to me. Yes, it has like the katana going across the front of it, but I was hoping for a little more like oomph from this cover, and it just kind of has like paisley floral muted colors. I don't know, what do you guys think? The next cover I want to talk about, I don't know if it was technically a cover reveal, but it was a cover that I found, and it's a book that I found that I need to own it, and that is called The Wren Hunt. This is by Mary Watson, and I just can't handle this cover. This is described as a book that is for fans of The Raven Cycle and Winged Poppy Midnight. Hello, I need this book in my life. Real bad. But this cover is just everything that I love in a cover. I love like branches and like kind of gold tones on covers, and it's like, I like birds. I love it. I love it so much. The next cover I feel like I talked about in a previous cover reveal video, so I apologize if this is redundant, but I still can't get over this cover. But we have the cover for The Caged Queen by Kristen Cicerelli. This is a sequel to The Last Namsara. I love it. I love that it matches. I love that it still has like the blade coming down. Oh, I like this series a lot, if you can't tell, and I'm just very happy to have a matching cover for the first one. Now for a cover that I have no idea what the book is about, but I just can't stop staring at it, and that is for Crown of Feathers. Look at it. I don't know anything about this. There better be an amazing phoenix that you can ride though in this story. This is by Nikki Powell Preto. I don't know that author. I don't know the story. All I know is that I need to own this book because it looks so epic. It's so fiery and beautiful, and oh god, just stare at it for like another couple seconds. I know. It's great. Ooh, we also have the sequel to Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson, and that is called The Vanishing Star. Again, I like that they're finally starting to understand that we like matching covers, we like matching fonts, we like the color schemes, just the aesthetic in general needs to stay the same. So we have a lovely red cover to go with the blue with Truly Devious. What do you think? I just like that they match, to be completely honest. We have this gorgeous cover for The Cerulean by Amy Ewing. Look at this cover. Just take a second. Just take a look. It's beautiful. There's so much to look at in this cover, and I love fantasy covers where like it really just shows you like a whole world in the cover. Oh, I like very simple covers, and then I like covers like this where you can just stare at it forever. It's just, oh man. the designer on this. Good job. Now we have another cover that is kind of my personal taste in covers, and that is for The Antidote, and this is by Shelley Sakier, I think. I love covers like this, where it's just kind of like an abstract art piece. This just, I mean, it's called The Antidote. That's intriguing to me. The cover is just beautiful. I kind of collect books that look like this. I just love everything about it. Just the whole aesthetic. It's mine. I love that aesthetic. The next cover is kind of like a letdown for me because I feel like she gets some really good covers and really bad covers. But that is for Mindy McGinnis's new book called Heroine, and I think it's kind of supposed to speak for itself that you kind of take the letters off and you go from like heroine to heroine down to like her. So I think the lettering choice and the fading of the smoke is kind of implied that it is important. I understand that, but I feel like it's just not a cover that I would grab off the shelf. But it's Mindy McGinnis, so I will grab it off the shelf. What do you think? I don't know. That one's kind of a letdown for me. Oh my god, then we have the sequel to Beyond a Darkened Shore, which was like a breathtaking cover to begin with. I love covers with birds on them. But we have the cover for Through the White Wood by Jessica Leek. Oh my god, she won the cover game of YA fantasy last year and apparently this coming year. Just, ooh, I love it. I love it so much. I need to read this series now because I can't handle the covers. I need to own them. Then we got the sequel to Everless, which is called Evermore. Again, breathtaking. I haven't seen the Evermore UK cover yet, so if you guys have seen that, let me know because I like both of them. I think that ours is way more intricate and the UK cover is very like simple, but they both have like the hourglass because time is very important to the story. Oh, I love it. I love this one. And I think that is it. I feel like there are so many more that I can talk about. I probably should have broken this down to like sequel covers and like upcoming debut covers, but there are just too many. I just had to talk about all of them right now. So I hope you guys are okay with a long video and just drooling over covers with me because that's what I've been doing for the past couple weeks. It's just a very good cover reveal time in the book world right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. I hope you guys are excited about some new releases that are coming out, and I'll see you in my next video.